going to be about my veneers experience. So yeah, I decided to get Glam Smile Veneers. I thought I'd vlog my experience, so then if anyone else is interested, they can come and have a look. So hopefully I can help someone out there if they're on the fence or wanting to decide if they want to get them or not. So this is my teeth currently, pre-veneers. So I'm going to try and zoom in and show you guys what they look like now. I hope that gave you a good look. So some of you might think, oh, you don't need veneers, your teeth are great, but trust me, I've had a lot of issues with my teeth. So when I was growing up, I had really crooked teeth. Like these two front teeth here literally bent inwards like this, but they're literally bent in. So I don't know if you can see it, my gums, see how my gums are like a straight line here and they go down like that? So I really hate that. So that's really what my problem is right now. Like I hate that so much. So having crooked teeth growing up was like a major insecurity for me. Like I hated it so much. So how I got my teeth to become more straighter. So I think it was 2014 or something like that. I was working in like my first office job, and then I finally saved up enough money to be able to do something with my teeth. So I decided to book in with an orthodontist back at home, Yanni at A to Z Dental Clinic. He is amazing, like he's seriously good. Like I was so young then, and I went in, told him what my concerns were, and he basically told me like 4 different options I could get and how much they were going to be, and gave me a payment plan and things like that. So he let me go away and think about what I wanted to do. So back then, this was before veneers was like a thing that everyone got or whatever. So he said you can get porcelain veneers, but don't recommend it because they shave down your teeth, and then you pretty much have to keep getting them for the rest of your life because your teeth are going to be really small. Second option he said was obviously the old school braces, and I wasn't too keen on that, but then I was out of school by then, so at this point I was like, yeah, give me anything. Like I was even happy to get braces. Another option was composite veneers. So that's veneers where they put something over your teeth, which is sort of similar to what I'm getting now, I guess, but it is still a little bit different. So the composite veneers, he said they'll probably be really thick, and because I sort of have a little bit of an overbite, he said it'll make my teeth stick out even more and make me look like I have an overbite, so I didn't go with that option. And then he finally came to the last option which I chose, and that was to get something called Invisalign. So that's when you wear retainers to straighten your teeth, and that was literally one of the best things I've ever done. I just got them on my top teeth, which were the main issue, and they basically straightened my top teeth. And then I also found out about these type of veneers called Glam Smile Veneers, and I was up in the air about it for like a year, honestly. I looked into it, then I was going to book in somewhere, and then I pulled out, and then I looked at reviews, and the reviews were sort of like iffy, so I thought, oh my god, am I going to do this or am I not? Because I didn't want to have to pay for a consult and then go through with it and pull out. And then another thing as well was private health insurance. So to claim major dental, you need to actually wait like a waiting period for a year. So I had to wait 12 months before I could get the veneers and claim the rebate. Fast forward 12 months, and then I was still up in the air about veneers, but I waited through this waiting period paying this private health insurance, and I was like, great, I'm not even going to use it. So I was pretty much going to cancel my health insurance because I thought it was just a waste of money because I've only got extras, not even hospital, and I thought I don't really need this until I'm going to have a baby or whatever. And I was just scrolling through Instagram one day when I came across a couple of girls who have perfect teeth who I've met before, and then they actually posted about this dental center called Smile On. So I booked in for a consult, and oh my gosh, it was the best experience. Like I hate going to the dentist, I seriously hate it. But when I went there, like you walk in and they've got their 2 little doggos there that greet you, and then Lara is just so lovely. She has such an amazing personality, and so does Sean. Like I can't even describe what it's like when you go there, but it's not like a normal dental center. Like you walk in and it's like you've gone to see like your uncle and auntie or something like that. Basically the thing with my gums I thought couldn't be fixed. I asked an orthodontist before and I said, oh, but my gums are like shaped this way, and he sort of ignored my question. So I just assumed that there wasn't really anything that could be done about it because I haven't heard of anything before. And then I mentioned it to Sean, and he was like, oh, yeah, I've actually got a laser machine order on the way, and turns out they can actually laser this bit of your gum here off and like contour it. So I booked in for that, and he included that in my package and everything, which was really good. So that was a huge tick for me because I was like, I didn't even think that was something that could be fixed. I was also quite concerned after the orthodontist said to me previous that my teeth stuck out and I had a bit of an overbite. So that was one of the things that I was really worried about too, and I thought that they weren't going to suit me. Like I automatically assumed like, nah, they're going to be too bulky on my teeth and make me look like I have this massive overbite. So I said that to Sean, and he was like, nah, you're an easy case. This is going to be simple and easy. They're going to look great on you. So I'm booked in for my first appointment. So I think that's when they take the shape of my teeth and do the mold and stuff like that and send it off to the lab. And then I'm also getting the laser done for my gums, which I'm super nervous about. The first thing I said to Sean was, laser on my gums, does that hurt? And he was like, no, it's literally like Panadol pain. You might get a drop of blood and that's it. But anyway, sorry, don't know if I'll bring the camera to my first appointment. I might, but I'll definitely bring my camera to the second one when I actually get the veneers fitted on, so you can hopefully see the process and see what it looks like. So I'll probably give you guys an update after that. I'll see you then. Bye. Hi guys, so I thought I would do a quick video just post getting my veneers put on. So it's currently day 2 of having my veneers and this is what they look like. I'm literally obsessed, like they're amazing. Like when I first looked in the mirror and like stood up, I was like, whoa, like it actually scared me a bit. Like I was taken back because I was like, oh my God, they're like massive and they're so white. But like I'm starting to adjust and getting used to them, and then talking to other people, I'm just like, okay, so they're not as dramatic as I thought. So I'm actually so happy with them. Like I'm so glad I got them. I can't believe how amazing they turned out and how straight my teeth actually look. When I was sitting in Lara's office after, there was a patient that actually came in who hadn't seen me before, and she looked at me and she was like, wow, like you look like you were born with those teeth. And I was like, really? Like they looked so like, you know, bright and white. Like I thought they looked a bit fake, and she was like, no way, like I could imagine you having those teeth naturally. So that was a really good sign. I think just because I looked at myself and I thought, wow, they're massive, because my natural teeth are quite small. I think I was just overthinking it because it was such a dramatic change, but they actually look fine. I only got veneers on my top teeth, so my bottom teeth are still normal and they're yellow, so you can actually really tell the difference. It's quite disgusting like how yellow your natural teeth are. So basically your bottom teeth are never going to be as white as the veneers, but I can live with that. I'm okay with that. I've spoken to a couple of other people and they were like, you know, pretty much when you smile, you see your top teeth only anyway, so you don't really see your bottom teeth, which is so true. So like right now, I don't really have the money to go and spend on getting bottom veneers as well. So it's not a huge factor for me. So when I smile, see, you can't even see my bottom teeth. And they actually give you whitening gel as well, so you can start whitening your teeth. So I have to stay away from like curries and foods that stain your teeth and things like that while my teeth are whitening, just to give them a really good chance to get nice, bright and white. So I'm going to talk you guys through the process first and each sort of step of the way. And then I also did some videos on my second appointment when I was actually getting the veneers put on. So after this video, I'll play those clips at the end so you can watch that process if that's what you want to have a look at. So the first step is I messaged Lara through Smile on Perth on the Facebook page, and I booked in for a consultation. So at the time she's doing a special, so the consultation was free. So I thought, why the hell not? Like I'm not sure if they're for me, but I may as well go in and see what it's all about and see if, you know, see what Sean says. I went in for my consultation. Sean did a scan of my teeth just to see where my wisdom teeth were sitting, and also looking at the condition of my teeth as well, because if you need major fillings and things like that, you need to sort that stuff out first before you get the veneers. So he went through a series of questions where he asked me why I wanted them, asked me my concerns about my teeth and things like that, which was great. So I told him the things I was worried about, like my gum and how like far down my gum goes between my 2 front teeth and things like that, which I thought was an issue that couldn't be fixed. And I was so amazed when he was like, oh yeah, I can just laser that off. Like it was fine, because I previously saw an orthodontist who actually like ignored my question when I asked that. So I thought, oh, there must be nothing you can do about it. So like, wish I heard about that sooner. So also when he went through the questions, he actually showed me heaps of before and afters of clients that he'd done previously. So he's done like 1,300 cases of veneers now. And then Lara mentioned there was only like 1 or 2 that had gotten taken off for certain reasons out of the 1,300, which is obviously really good. So he shows you before and afters of different clients he has, and how random, he's also done Jess from maths. So he was showing me like her before and afters. So the veneers that she had when she was on maths this season were actually the veneers that were done by Sean. So he has done quite a lot of high profile people in Perth as well. So when I told him about my issue with my gums, he actually said I have a laser machine on the way, because he used to own a dental practice. So he's used to using all these different type of equipment, but they don't have much equipment there. But he was getting it in at the time because a handful of clients do need it. So also the massive difference and thing about these veneers that I love is that you don't actually have to shave down or drill down your natural teeth. So I looked into veneers a few years ago and I got quoted something ridiculous like $2 grand a tooth, which is crazy expensive. expensive. I was actually recommending my orthodontist not to get them because he was like, look, they shave down your natural teeth, so you have to have them for life. And obviously your teeth, if they're healthy, they're not going to grow back, so you'll never have your natural teeth again. You're going to have the veneers for life, which is quite an expensive commitment. I'm so glad I went and saw Sean. Like, I wish I'd done it sooner, because I didn't actually think these were going to be right for me, because they're veneers that sit on top of your teeth, and I actually naturally already have a bit of an overbite, and I was told not to get composite veneers before because it would just make my overbite stand out. And now looking at my teeth, like, yeah, I do have a little bit of an overbite, but it's nothing crazy. So at that first appointment, after you see Sean, you go into Lara's office and then you choose what type of veneers you want and what color. So I think there's like 3 different types, and there's also different shades you can get of white. So I got the veneers that look more realistic, so the ones that have lines in them. So the classics don't actually have that, they look a bit different. It was really important for me to have veneers that looked super natural. So that's why I went for these type of ones. And I actually wanted to go the second whitest shade because of my skin, because I'm so dark. I was like to Lara, look, I'm really worried they're gonna look really white and full on and just look ridiculous. And she was like, no, like, I really think you should go the whitest. So she said, look, what I'm really worried about is we had a patient who came in recently and she actually got the second shade of whitest because she was worried about the same thing. And then she ended up being really unhappy with the shade of her veneers, and she came back in and actually paid to fully replace them all with the whitest white. So she was just looking out for me and making sure, you know, that wasn't going to happen. So I thought, okay, I'll trust you and I'll go for the whitest white. And I'm so happy that I did. Like, I'm so happy with this shade. I think I would have been unhappy if I'd gone the second whitest shade. Okay, and then the next step of your first appointment is you then go through the payment options. So the cost of these veneers are $770 each, and I think there are the few types, and I know if you go to other practices, they actually charge you different prices. So the classic is like the cheapest veneers, I'm pretty sure, and then you've got like plus and like the different ranges. So other practices actually charge you more for the ones I have, but Sean just charges you the straight $770. Now, I've actually spoken to a couple of people and they're like, whoa, $770, like that's a lot of money. And I'm like, no, it's really not. Compared to what I was quoted in the past. So $770 per tooth works out to be $620 if you get 6 veneers. And if you get 8, then it's like $6,000, around about that mark. And they also have zip pay available if you need to do like an interest-free payment plan to pay them off. So I got 6 veneers and then I got 2 composites on the side as well. So you can do that and it's actually cheaper, so the composites here are cheaper, but I would say you definitely need to get these ones on the side so you have a white tooth there. Otherwise that tooth is going to look yellow and it's going to be really more obvious that these aren't your natural teeth, because you'll be able to see those yellow, like the first back teeth here. And the price is also comparable to other practices as well in Australia. So I know there's a practice over east who also does the same veneers, and I think they order from the same lab, but they charge like double the price for the exact same veneers. So Sean's price is actually really good. So crooked teeth have been an insecurity for me like my whole life, and I cannot believe this was fixed in like literally an hour. It's just insane. There was no pain, there was no drilling or shaving down of my teeth. Like they had to sort of buff it, so it was sort of that cleaning type sensation that you get, you know, when they clean your teeth just when you get a checkup. That was probably the worst of it. What they feel like now, you can definitely feel them. I'm actually already starting to get used to them now, but you can definitely feel that you have something in your teeth. I mean, you have like these veneers stuck on them, you're definitely going to be able to feel them. The feeling I would describe is that they sort of feel like you have they sort of feel like you're wearing like a mouth guard, I would say. Actually, I haven't really worn a mouth guard, but I still wear a retainer at night. But the feeling that I would describe having veneers is like you're wearing a retainer all the time is what I would describe it as. And your teeth are a bit more rougher, so they don't feel as like slimy, I guess, or smoother. Like they feel a bit more rough. So that's definitely something you have to get used to. And also my lip sort of feels like it's pouting a little bit. I mean, some people might like that, I don't know, but it doesn't really bother me. But Lara said that it goes down in like 2 weeks. So she has a patient who came in and her lips is just starting to settle, so it eventually settles and like goes back to normal. The second appointment is basically putting on the veneers and everything like that. So I have some footage of that I'll put on shortly. But I just want to say this post isn't by no means sponsored or anything. Like I'm doing this video because, you know, I love video editing. That's like my new hobby at the moment, and like YouTube and stuff. Like I just love it. And then I thought, oh, why not video this process with Lara and Sean? And they are such amazing people. Like they are really genuine people and they really care about your teeth. Like you would not regret going to them. Like it has been the most amazing experience. Like thank you so much, Sean and Lara. Like I'm so grateful I met you guys. Like honestly, it's just been the most perfect experience. I couldn't wish for anything more. It's not your normal dental practice. So they basically owned a practice and ran that like a normal dental practice, but then they just love doing glam smiles so much. So Sean's been doing the glam smile veneers for 10 years. And if you look on their social media pages, you'll see there's a woman whose veneers he did 10 years ago. And she came in recently and her veneers literally look exactly the same. Like they look so good. It's just amazing. They just do glam style veneers and I just love it. It's just amazing. Like you can just tell how passionate they are about it, how much they just enjoy doing it. You know, they're not doing the normal dentistry work, so they don't have KPIs and budgets to meet anymore. They're just doing what they love. So it's just such an amazing experience. You just walk in, the dogs are there, Raymond and Dream, like such beautiful dogs. Like if you love dogs like me, it's just like, oh my god, like I can't believe you just have your dogs at work. Like this is so cool. I really hope I've been able to help some of you guys, because when I was looking at these types of veneers, I really struggled to find information out there and I found really conflicting information that put me off, but it wasn't like that at all. Like now that I've actually gone into a clinic and spoken to someone who's really knowledgeable and like Sean, who I really trust, it's just been such a great experience. So don't let anything else put you off. If you look up the type of veneers or look up, you know, other reviews, they're probably at different practices and stuff. So I'll leave my link below in the description box, and I'll also put Smile on Purse social media pages and websites and things like that, so you can contact them if you want to. Just go have a look at their before and afters on Instagram. So the next footage is basically going to be footage that we took during my appointments. So I'll leave that with you guys if you're interested in watching that, and I'll talk to you later. Good morning guys. So today is the day I'm getting my veneers on. So this is the last time you're going to see my teeth looking like this. So that is currently what they look like, and yeah, it should take about an hour. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because I mean, what if they come out really bulky or look too white or something, or they just look weird? So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, but I have all my faith in Sean and Laura. So yeah, so excited. I'm currently in the car park, so this is where it is. So yeah, I'll be bringing you guys in with me so you can see the process of putting them on. Hello! Hi! Oh, hello! I'm here, ready to get my veneers.
I want to ask you something else. So you had the laser done about 3 weeks ago?
Yes, had the laser done 3 weeks ago.
So your gums have been prepared beautifully?
Yes.
And the veneers should fit snugly on that, and also it will make your teeth look bigger because we've done what you call crown lengthening. Hi, are you ready, Sean? Can put your bag on the chair. Oh wow, there are your beautiful veneers.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be my teeth.
Okay, so you ready to go?
Yes, ready to go.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're going to see our veneers for the first time.
Oh god. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, hang on.
That's everything we warn you not to do.
Wow. They look so real. That's amazing.
They do, they look awesome.
They look real.
And there is Chantel's fish face. She's seen her veneers, they're going on and they are going to be cemented now. And there's been no pain and no drilling, and they look beautiful by the gum line because of the laser. Sean now lines up the blue light so that he can get exactly into the middle of the veneer. Sean is now flossing between the teeth. Each tooth is separate. Here's away the edges. Sean is now cementing the veneers. Him and Penny are working side by side to get them evenly cemented. It looks very theatrical under the blue light. And still no pain, no discomfort. Shoot the patient behind you. Sean's just done a composite filling at the last tooth, so it looks like she's got 8 veneers.
No, I wouldn't like to go to
Okay, so the second composite filling's been done. Okay, Sean's cleaning off the cement from underneath the teeth. Oh wow, that looks beautiful. That's a very cute photo. You look gorgeous. Now Sean's going to test the bite with that articulating paper, so where you bite on it, you will know if your teeth need adjusting. Sean is adjusting the veneers just slightly because he's very, very particular and he wants to make sure that both him and the patient are happy. And the mirror, please.
How do they look, Lara?
They look gorgeous, but I think they're gorgeous, but it's a big difference.
Oh my god! No way. Look how straight they are!
They're gorgeous, hey?
I'm so glad I went with the white, like the whitest white.
I'm telling you, otherwise sometimes it's a bit bland and then you're disappointed.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad.
And you can carry it off.
Oh my god, they're so straight.
I know, they're
This
gorgeous.
is crazy. I've just walked out and here are my veneers.
And we just hope that you love them and enjoy them, and you've been an absolute pleasure to have you at our practice.
Thank you so much, guys.
No, you do
this is
say
Sean, the smile creator, and Lara, the smile maker. And if you're thinking about getting veneers, I couldn't recommend them enough. It's been amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Chantal.